Well, turning now to a bill to ban the sale or purchase of assault weapons and high-capacity magazines is on its way to Governor Abigail Spanberger's desk. Today, the Senate agreed to House changes to a bill that'll ban those sales on July 1st. Tyler Englander explains.
The bill would make it illegal for anyone in Virginia to sell, purchase, transfer, manufacture, or import an assault weapon starting on July 1st of this year, with some exceptions. Virginia is one step closer to enacting an assault weapons ban.
The overall goal of this bill is to ensure that we have less weapons of war on the streets.
It's really one of the more extreme bills that is going to pass this year.
The Senate sending a bill to Governor Abigail Spanberger's desk on Monday that would make it illegal to sell, purchase, or transfer assault weapons or high-capacity magazines capable of holding more than 15 rounds of ammunition, with some exceptions starting on July 1st. According to the bill, assault weapons would include several types of semi-automatic firearms as well as others.
How do we ensure that my kids and your kids and whoever kids come after this, that they have a safe place when they go to school, not necessarily a place where they have to do active shooter drills and think about whether it's a real or if it's not.
Democratic Senator Saddam Salim says the measure is about tackling gun violence and doesn't make it a crime to possess an assault weapon or high-capacity magazine that you already have. However, Republican Senator Mark Obenshain says the bill won't do anything to deter criminals.
The people who are going to obey this law, they're going to be the law abiders. They're not going to be the people who engage in the mass shootings or other criminal conduct.
And instead will prevent Virginians from buying many types of guns Virginians use for hunting and other reasons.
It is a staggering number of firearms based on appearance, not on any other characteristic.
We'll have a full list of the guns affected by this legislation on our website at the state capitol. I'm Tyler Englander.